Welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna, and welcome to Sketch Sunday, where we take a different sketch and make our own twist on it. We use the same sketch as the sketch group, so I'm playing along with that. And then Series 14 of Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. This is a sketch by Lisa Carlson. So I'm stretching the sketch. What does that mean? You can make anything except for a 12 by 12 layout. You can make you can shrink it. You can make a 8.5 by 11. You could do a traveler's notebook. You could do like I'm doing and doing a 2-page 12 by 12 layout. These are photos, more photos of moving my youngest Eliza into college this year. You can see her smiling face as my husband and I do all the heavy lifting. I am still at, when I was recording this, I was still at a crop, and that is my paper pad of my favorite papers from Paper Studio that I got on super sale one year. Not available now. But I used what I had while I was there, and I am stretching this very cool sketch. I will actually use 4 photos. I don't think I used that, the landscape one. I think that goes off to the side. So the first thing I usually do is pick out what do I want for my main, not background, because obviously that's white, but my main other largest piece of paper. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I like this with the dark blue background. Obviously it's got the pinky peachy color in there. And then I'm looking for something that'll be the next I guess layer, right? And so I will cut these down for the right side, and then I think I go and cut them down for the left side to make sure before I cut the other side down that that's really what I'm kind of looking for. And I did choose papers that, I don't know, you can argue with me, but that maybe are different in scale. I do like that this one is a majority of a white background as opposed to the other one that's the majority of the blue background. So that once I figure out, yep, that looks like good on that side, then I will cut it the same for the other side. And then I will go looking for my embellishments, which this is a paper pad. It does not have like coordinating embellishments. So I go to my iris bins that have, that are assorted by color, just like my scraps are assorted by color. And then once I get these trimmed down, I think, do I want something rather than the white background? So then I go back to the paper pad to see, is there something that would make a good background? And obviously that I have 2 pages or 2 papers left of, because they should be coordinating. So I'll grab out these with the gold foiling on it, and doing the voiceover, I have to tell you guys, they're sideways. I mean, not that there necessarily has to be an up and down, but oh my gosh. I think I remember thinking at the time, like, that's a little odd. But now that I see it like backed up, it's like, oh my gosh, it should have been the other direction. But it, especially with the bigger pieces laying on there, it is totally fine. So I will, I think I'm being clever, and I'm going to use Choose Happy as the title. It's kind of being sarcastic. I don't know. I didn't have a better title. So, and the gold matches with the gold foiling on the back. So I'm just going to take some of the scraps left over from what I trimmed off, and I'm going to make those 2 little bannery things. And I'm going to put one in the obviously left upper corner and one in the right lower corner. So here I'll trim this other paper, just a little bit different size for the other spot. And and Lisa's got those nice dimensions listed right on the sketch. So obviously you don't have to use them exactly, which you can see the blue one that I probably cut the exact length is gonna get trimmed off because it's off the paper. But sometimes it sure is nice to have those dimensions, if you're not feeling necessarily in the creative frame of mind, right? You don't have to think that hard, and you can just use the dimensions. Now that I have a good feel for all my papers, I'm going to go ahead and use my ATG to glue it down. I do get my adhesive refills from the Tape Jungle, and I bought a case. I think, did I buy it? Probably was Black Friday last year. I got a whole case, and I've barely gotten into it. I figure it should last me a couple years. So it doesn't go bad. They're nice and everyone's nice and sealed and everything. So that's pretty exciting. Um, you can always share that case of adhesive with a scrappy friend as well. All right, I'll get my photos down. I did not back my photos like she has in the sketch, but I'm squeezing in 4 here. So the more pictures, the better in my book. So I was very excited to get these 4 in, and I just have that one other picture to put on a different page, which will be a complimentary page from one of the ones I've already done. I just do family albums. I don't, the girls each got a first year album, and then I do a family album every year. No one wants, I mean, yeah. We won't have that discussion right now. That would take too long about what's going to happen to my albums after I'm gone. That's okay. I do this because I love it, so, and it is fun for family just to look through them. These are Paper Studio stickers. They have black and gold and that peachy color, so I do pull off a couple as embellishments for the page. Lisa has those 3 circle bits for kind of clusters. I'll see how many clusters I do. I have a feeling I'll do 3 total across my 2 pages, but I'm not positive on that. This was done at the crop that I went to last weekend, and so now I'm doing voiceovers, and it's been a hot minute, so it's don't always remember exactly what was going on at the time. Okay, so I sneaked a peek at the picture that I took at the final, and yes, I have 3 clusters in the end. So I followed the sketch. I just stretched it. I just love, this is such a cool, I say this probably every time, but I love this stretch of sketch because it's something that I don't always think about doing, which is you totally can do this with probably any sketch. I would think any sketch. And then, oh, those gold circular stickers are Paper Studio as well. And then I use a circle punch to kind of make it bigger so that you can put the gold behind the white lettering and the white behind the gold lettering so you can see what it actually reads. Which it reads, because it's hard to say, love always. And then I use some of the little dots to go around there. But going back to stretching the sketch, yeah, you will see people, and people shrink it down, so you will see them take different elements. This is an old cut apart sheet that I am using, and I like the color, the way it goes with the other colors, so that's gonna be my title, and I like it. And it says, live every day. Live every day. I hope you do live every day. That's a very good motto to live by. Has anyone been scrapbooking long enough to remember those clips? There's like a plastic vinyl, not vinyl, I don't know, hard plastic clip that I just put on there. And man, I used one a long time ago, haven't used them since, but I'm sticking that on there. And it just says Journey on it. And then that's a Paper Studio sticker that says love this. And then I have these, they're not, what kind of bling? So for my clusters, I use 2 of these little gold circles from Paper Studio, and then I will put a piece of bling into each cluster as well. And I'm just trying to use my stash that I have. So using those for clusters, and that is about it. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me through the end of this video. I hope you have a fabulous day, and then please come back and see me again soon.